Tinkerbell and the Legend of the NeverBeast. This is the last of these movies I'm going to have to talk about. And I'm not saying that, like, as if I didn't have a good time. There's really not really any bad entries in this franchise if you know what you're in for. Like, if you're someone who's really, just down on this, I think that's a you problem with this franchise, because there really isn't a lot to hate here. It's either you're going to connect with it or you're not, sort of thing. This one is an odd entry in the franchise, because in the last 5 movies, all of them were focused on Tinkerbell, except for part 5, but that kind of was embracing the origins of Peter Pan and kind of connecting that to Tinkerbell, kind of, sort of. And at least with that one, the other fairies were in it enough to make it still feel like a Tinkerbell movie. The best I would compare this movie to is the side tour I took in this review series, which is Pixie Aldo Games, which is like a TV special that focus on Rosetta. And because this one is focused on Fawn, and it is about this creature called the NeverBeast, and there's a whole twist with where it comes from, what its deal is. This one is a very strange movie because of that. Like I said, there's not a single other Tinkerbell movie that really does this, that really takes one of the side characters and focuses on them for the plot. And the one time they did it with Rosetta, I think it worked out because that character had enough personality already in the other Tinkerbell movies to add on to that. Fawn doesn't really have any of that. Like, I forgot that she was even in the other movies. I can't remember a single line she said. I can think of Vidya or Water Girl Fairy, I forget her name, and Rosetta and all these characters that would have made for a more interesting movie to do something with, where here I'm just like, okay, this is a movie that exists, but it just didn't really work. I don't really care for Fawn's connection with this water, or this NeverBeast, or the twist with it. It's not bad, it's just really boring. And you can tell why this one ended up being the last one, because it really started to feel like, okay, we're out of ideas. We want to expand the world by focusing on other fairies for other movies, which I actually think is a smart idea, but not so much for movies. Should have been a series. Like, if this was a Disney Plus series where you had 20-minute episodes focusing on these different fairies, expanding their characters, things like that, I'm fine with that. I think this is great for the kids, if they were able to do something like that, make it work. But here, as a movie, this is an hour and 16-minute movie, which isn't a long movie, but it also, makes for a very, just kind of, movie, where I kind of just felt nothing watching this movie. So that kind of, I don't know, I still think part 5 might be the worst one in this franchise, just because part 5, really was just so confusing on what it was trying to do, like connected to Peter Pan, but kind of not, and then all that. But this one isn't so much confusing on what it's trying to do. I get what it's trying to do. I just didn't feel like it came together, and made it kind of just feel odd, part of the Tinkerbell saga of movies, I guess.